Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session of Riffs.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, we had some more arts.
We do. As always, we always get more arts every week, which is just, it's still mind-blowing that every week we get people that draw stuff for us. I remember I was thinking like a few years ago, I wouldn't have been able to get anyone to draw me anything for anything.
This is still pretty much the case, Squee, when you ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I ruin that moment? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Despite the logic of that statement being completely true, it doesn't change, in my opinion, the awesomeness of this. So, first things first, this week we've got, Byrne has made a layout of the behemoth because we've always kind of just winged it, and it might be important at some point to actually know where things are.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you can see, we've got the cockpit and the living room, and then we've got the boys on one side, because Pam's one of the fellas. I didn't realize we had changed those.
Yeah, we did.
We've got Tom and Al and Pam on one side. We've got Alicia, Mila, and Lee on the other side. We've got some free room, some storage. We've got the med bay towards the back of the ship. We've got the kitchen and dining room. We've got Patrick's workshop. We've got the loading bay. And then I assume the place where we eat, isn't that up above everything else? Or,
no, that's the kitchen and dining room.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like this, and I'm just maybe had the wrong impression. It was like this thing that had a huge skylight, and it was up above everything else. But I don't think anyone actually said that. It might have just been me.
No, I
No.
think
I
that
might have mentioned. Regardless, this is still flexible. This is just you guys visualizing what the inside of the behemoth looks like.
And we're gonna have a pool.
That's my head canon.
And we're gonna have a traveling pool, which is amazing. So that is the inside of the behemoth as of yet. Like he says, it's flexible. Might change a bit. We've got another comic from Gurr. Again, I'm not actually going to take the time to read it. I just highly encourage you all to go read it because especially this one, it's absolutely hilarious.
That is really funny.
They are really, really good. And then we've got the memes. Magical wizard lizard. Aliens. Or, hang on, let me find the other one. I like this one a lot too. How did he make that jar? Aliens. Which is totally true.
True.
How did
he's an
Zoot make the
alien.
jar of goo? Aliens.
Yeah.
All right. Then we've got the Inferno God Cat loving Zoot, drawn by Mackenzie. Oh, Zoot.
I do love Zoot.
Zoot is amazing.
I think he's a new fan favorite. At
We've
least by
got Patrick rocking the new Zoot glasses.
me.
We've got we've got Mila hugging a very drunk Mila hugging a very drunk Lee, saying that we won't leave you. Ohana.
Oh,
Ohana
Hana.
means family. And then we've got a picture of New Zoot's shop.
Yes. Picnic time.
Picnic
Picnic
time.
time.
And those are today. I did click on the all, so I'm pretty sure I got them all.
You did.
And we're ready. Woohoo!
Wonderful. All right. So this session, we're going to be leaving New Lazlo. So we're on the final day there before the Endless Storytellers take off with you hopefully in tow. But let's just start the start of this session, just finishing up shopping business and everything like that. As mentioned before, I do allow some retroactive shopping. So next session or the one after, or even the one after that, if someone's like, oh, I should have picked something up at New Lazlo and I forgot, I'd be like, it's okay. It's cool. As long as you had the money then and it was available then, I'll allow it. The only thing I don't allow is if there's an immediate need, like you forgot to get grenades and now you're in combat and now you need grenades. I don't allow that because that's just, what's the purpose then, right? So I just want to remind you guys and pick up any and all, like explosives, armor, weapons, anything like that before you go. If you think you're good, great. I just want to give you a reminder as far as the behemoth. The behemoth's weapons loadout is that it only has mini missile launchers on either arm. Each arm can hold 24 missiles, so that's 48 total, Right now, you have half of them are fragmentary and half of them are plasma. Now, the behemoth itself, inside those arms, can actually hold hundreds of mini missiles, and you might want to have some extra mini missiles for like your power armor that you guys have or anything like that. If you think you have more than enough missiles, great, but this is a good time. A lot of times people do forget about those explosives. So, and also Eclipse too, right? You don't want to run out of ammo. In addition, Al, your power armor, the Samson one with the rail, you only have one was it called, like magazine or like barrel of rounds, right? Which is like 6,000 rounds, which equals to about 100 shots. Maybe you want to buy a spare one. You know?
Yeah,
these are just suggestions by the DM. Just because I don't want you guys to feel like I've blindsided you now that you're like, you get knee deep in combat and you're like, I never knew I needed this. And I'm like, what do you mean you didn't know you needed ammo? And then we'd all get angry and then it'd be awful. So I'm opening that up to you guys. What else would you like to purchase? I can look it up. I can find prices for you. I can figure out availability. No problem.
Do we still have chocolate milk, right?
Yeah, you bought a crap
question.
ton. You bought a crap ton at Parents Post, so you've only gone through maybe about. Kriana drinks a lot, so only about half of it.
Okay, that's cool. All right, awesome.
Okay, good. You could probably last another like month and a half.
I'm going to let the others go first because I do have a few things, but I need to figure out exactly what I do have first before I determine what I need.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Should I
really quickly
note for the stream what I...
No. It's okay. It's fine. Burn?
I'm just going to say that I'm good. I already did all of my shopping off camera.
Sweet. Groovy. Also, Patrick did too. He bought a bunch of wiring, motherboard, computer chips, and other parts for the space shuttle that he's continuing to fix up.
Sweet. And I also converted my motorcycle's engine from being a actual combustion engine to a telekinetic engine, which runs on ISP.
Mm-hmm. It sure does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you got a paint sprayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And a whole bunch of paints.
I know some of the things I need. Luckily, I did not do this off session, but it should be fairly quick.
Yeah, no, let's do it now. I reserved this time to do this.
Right? As you said, I do need to get at least one reserve of the drum ammo because I have been keeping track of it, and I am at I think was it 81. So I've used like 19 bursts.
Yeah.
So yeah, that goes by pretty quickly. So I need to get at least one spare. More mini missiles would always be good because I've used up I think all the plasmas I had for my power armor. Obviously, there's still more in Behemoth, but I'd rather not use the Behemoth.
So yeah, fair enough. Okay. So let's go with the drum first. They do have an extra drum of that, of course, of the rounds for your railgun. That will cost a solid 15,000 credits.
Oh, wow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bern, you want to tag team me on this? You handle the money, and I'll handle writing down the stuff in my.
Sure.
I appreciate it, sir.
15,000.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to scroll up and down a lot.
Done.
Thank you. All right. So that is, and just like it's a spare 100 shots, basically a spare drum.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
I need mini missiles, preferably mostly plasma. Well, I like a mix of all, but plasma, armor piercing, fragmentation.
New Laszlo has, especially on the strip, all the suppliers there do have plenty of mini missiles. They don't have an infinite supply, but I think the quantities that you guys are going to get, they have plenty. So just name the number, and I'll tell you how much they are. Well, I'll tell you right now. A high explosive and fragmentation. They both do 5d6 mega damage. They just have a different blast radius. They're both 800 per mini missile. Armor piercing and plasma are 2,000 per mini missile.
Okay. Why? I don't know why. Name the first two again. I just blanked on them. I was listening
High
to you.
explosive and frag.
Okay, right. So high explosives are I remember the plasma and the armor piercing do more damage,
Yes.
but lower range, except for the plasma, which is just kind of more expensive because it's
Just more
best.
expensive. Yeah.
All right. I actually am going to concentrate mostly on, unless I'm missing something here, but I'm going to concentrate mostly on armor piercing. I'm sorry, on high explosive and plasma because the other two are so small of range that usually my railgun can be just as effective.
True. The only benefit fragmentation has is that it does have a 20-foot blast radius. So the coalition in particular, you would know, Al, is that they typically use that for anti-personnel operations, ground troops. But because, you can scatter a bunch of them, 20-foot area, like 5 mini missiles can cover like a 100-foot area of frag. That's huge.
Actually, that's a very good point. Okay, everyone in the group, since the behemoth uses these two, I kind of like what Inferno was implying or saying of just get a decent stockpile of everything, because the other power armors also, I believe, have the flying one that we're eventually going to teach Burn to use also uses mini missiles. I don't know if Mila's uses missiles or not.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She actually just doesn't have any weapon systems.
I
In her hands.
know my motorcycle uses them. I think other vehicles might use them. I don't remember. But between the motorcycle, the two power armors, and the behemoth, it might be good just to get 30 of this and 30 of that. And
The stock is a very wise idea.
anyone opposed to?
No, not at all.
I'm fine.
All right, then we should probably also put that in group loot because that way we can spread it out as needed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. You can consider those in storage, and what's loaded on each thing, you can declare it beforehand, and then that's easy enough, right?
Yeah. Where I want you to put it is, if
Under
you
my bed.
scroll down, under Jackie, I put the paint sprayer that I got.
Yeah, I'm
and
looking at it
the
right
new
now.
Zoot items. Under the new Zoot items,
Okay,
is where I want that to go.
awesome.
Now, I want you to know there's also a few other specialty mini missiles that you might be interested in. These are cheaper, but they're specialized.
Okay.
There's mini missiles that have tear gas, knockout gas, smoke, and fire retardant.
Yes, all of those, please.
Okay, fair enough. Good to know.
I like how he puts out a list and you're just like, yes.
Like that, like the
Those
guy
are all
that
500 apiece.
like the guy that was selling the special ammunition. I was like, oh, we'll take all of them.
And he's like, okay. All right, so how about this? How about we go down the line, make it really easy. We'll start with high explosives.
Okay.
I'll tell you what they do, their range, their blast radius, and you tell me how many you want.
All right, and I
okay?
will write them down as we go.
Okay, so first is high explosive.
Mm-hmm.
They do 5d6 mega damage.
Mm-hmm.
They have a range of 1 mile.
All right.
And a blast rate. Wait a second. I got something easier for you guys.
Oh.
Way easier for
Oh,
you.
wait. I think I have that. If you're talking about the picture.
No, this is better. This has everything, and it's copy and pasteable. Let me put this in your loot, and you guys can just put the quantities next to it. It'll
Oh,
be
brilliant.
perfect.
Yeah, because I had
Where's
a.
your new zoot? I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be so much easier for you. Where's your new zoot items? Because you said it was after that. That's where you want to put it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the behemoth, under Jackie, under the paint sprayer, under new Zoot. That's
Okay,
where
so
it is.
before Tom. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. All right, there it is. All right, watch this. Paste. Boom! Oh, I guess we could have just... Okay, this needs a little tidying up, but...
Yeah, I can tidy it up. It's fine.
But you see the price and everything? Like, I guess we'll have to just change the font on it. I'll have Burn tidy it up.
Oh,
but
actually,
it's
all we need to
there
do is
now.
just spread these out a bit,
Yeah.
like that, and then we're good to go.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Okay. So. Oh, I see. Warhead damage, speed, max. Awesome. And then we
Yeah.
need to add one more for amount.
Price, yeah. I mean, amount, right? You might want to put down like a left column or something like that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Quick question for Inferno.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Who was the person I was talking to about the spaceship?
That is wait. His name's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Inferno. Max. That's
Max.
right, Max. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess I was still in mini missile mode. I'm like, wait.
That's okay. I was sitting there. I was like, oh, I know it too. I'm like, it's William, and I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Kyle. Kyle's dead. He's long dead, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So
That's why.
do we want to make it simple? I was gonna say like 30 or 50 of each kind, maybe 30 of each kind if we're going for each kind,
Sure.
and then
Yeah, they would have enough supply for 30 of each kind.
then I'll just get
50
my
plasma mini
hand-dead
missiles
calculator
might
out.
have been pushing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say so.
But if you
so-
bought them throughout the 2 weeks, definitely. I'd even allow 50 then.
All right. Whoa.
What you wowing?
What you want?
My lack of math skills.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No, that's not a lack of math skills. Okay. I put an extra 0 in there when there didn't need to be one.
Yeah, that's not math.
That's just you.
We're-
That's just
That's anti-math.
Guys, so here's the question as a group: 50 or 30? 50, we won't have to worry about them for a very long time. 30, we won't have to worry about them for a long time. Probably.
I would go really either way. I guess as a player and character, I don't think either of us would mind like a higher or
Yeah.
lower number.
I don't
Yeah, you
care.
wouldn't be able to get any more than 50 each because there is a finite. I mean, those arms can hold hundreds.
Right.
So that's like 300-ish or so. Plus you have some storage, and if you got 50 of each, that's 1, 2, 3, 400. Oh yeah, okay, you have storage for 400 mini missiles.
Okay, so
Do you want me to tell you how much it's going to be all total? I can do that.
yeah, actually I was doing that as well.
So we're doing. Oh, okay. Well, if you're doing that, we don't need.
Well,
to...
I'll tell you what. You if you want to find out how much it is for 50, I'll find out how much it is for 30 because I'm already working on
Okay.
the 30. And then
Okay, I'll figure out 50.
I guess when you have time, Squee, I would like to ask your character, I guess, if I can have one of the, you know, those masks that I guess in TV shows, movies that like older folks usually would wear in hospital beds to
Yeah, like a breathing mask, oxygen mask
Yes.
or whatnot.
I would need that. If I can have one of those, I'm not quite sure if there's spares around or anything like that. But I
Yeah,
would
there
like
there
one.
should be in the medical bay. Yeah, that would be a very common thing, I would think.
Yes,
And if they
it's
are,
up to
then
me,
yeah,
but yes.
I'd have no problem giving you that.
All right, then I will. Patrick will be taking one of those.
And now, epic calculating business. Isn't this sexy?
All right, to get we'll put it this way: to get 30 of each kind, it's 228,000.
It's gonna be
That's
a lot
fine.
more than that for 50.
Yeah, I think 30 of each is fine. Of course, that is including 30 smoke, 30 fire retardant, 30 knockout, and 30 tier.
Yeah, like, do you really need 50 tier?
No. In fact, I think honestly, like we could go even if we do 30 on the others, we could probably go like 10 or 20 tier knockout, smoke, and fire retardant. We don't need that many of those.
Especially fire retardant.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have your own fire retardant.
that's true.
Literally.
So why not 10,
Yeah.
how about 10 of each of the specialty missiles? And that way we can always be like, you know, if we think about it, maybe we'll put one on our suit just for spare. Or, hey, we know there's going to be people that we don't want to kill, so let's bring lots of tear gas and smoke.
Okay.
So maybe 10 of those each, and there's 4 of them. Alright, so that's... That's only 188,000 for 30 of the big ones and 10 of the specialty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too. Inferno, yeah. Let's just go with the 30s because
Perfect,
we don't want to. Yeah, that's a big chunk of change right there. 188,000. Yeah, and 30. We should. Hell, we'll be fine until we can get more, or we'll just manage some sort of inventory. Yeah.
Inferno, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since all of them are all one
Why
NPC,
just why change that to quantity? Yeah.
there you
Good
go.
idea. Excellent idea.
Okay, so high explosive is 30.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Here, I can do that while you keep messing with the actual tables if you want.
Sure.
Or teamwork.
Yay!
Yay!
And I'm watching it all, so we have evidence that we teamwork.
I'm ignoring it. Yay!
Yeah, well,
Oh,
do what you
boy.
need to do, girl. All right,
Thanks, girl.
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 All right. Okay, so that's the mini missiles out of the way. We got ammo. How you guys for Eclipse? I love this. I'm doing like a combat shopping list.
We have 19. We have 19 full.
Okay.
If I recall
So that's
correctly,
pretty
yeah.
darn good.
Well, go ahead. Well, and also
4.5 empty.
I don't.
Eclipse.
Unless I actually added mine to yours, which I might have. Did we all add ours together?
No,
No.
that's just the extras.
Okay, then go ahead and actually add mine to there because I like the idea of having communal and then just outfitting ourselves when we go out. Like have one communal ammo dump, so to speak.
Okay.
So I have
Let me
7.
finish this off first.
Okay.
I'm on the fire retardant.
All right. Yeah. I have 70 Eclipse. I think they're all full because, believe it or not, I have not used my rifle in a long time.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah. Not since we got to, at least since we got to New Laszlo.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Boom. Okay. So you want 7 in there?
We'll add 7 to the 19. Yeah.
Yes. So that will be 26.
So we are good for Eclipse.
Recharging an Eclipse is 1,000 credits. So
Right,
if you want to charge up the empty ones that you got.
Yeah. Let's
4,000.
just charge up 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Charge up all 5, so that is 31. Extra. Not 314. 31.
Oh my god, you guys are like a little miniature army. I love it.
Also,
that's
I think I have a decent. I have 2 small explodies, 2 medium explodies, and I only have 1 large explodie, which also I have in parentheses here.
Yeah, your fusion blocks. Yeah, that's right.
I also have in
exploded.
parentheses for the large explodie for some reason. I need to ask the damage. I guess it erased.
You
or-
forgot?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to? Well, I'll look that up for you right now.
I
It's all
appreciate
good.
it. I had it all else written down, but this one actually says
I have my
parentheses.
stuff in like this really handy list on my computer, so it's not like I have to sift through a bunch of books or anything like that. It's actually really sexy. Fusion blocks. The biggest one does 46 times 10 MDC. That's right. Oh God, you put one of. Oh, you've killed so many stuff with those.
That's right.
So good news. Unlike Parents Post, there are fusion blocks available. Once again, you can't get like dozens upon dozens upon dozens of them.
Right.
But these are available. Fusion blocks are available in New Laszlo. Both Wilkes, Northern Gun, and a few independent operators do sell them.
Are there any that would be easier for me to modify to be like because I remember we talked about like I have to do it myself.
Yeah, you have to do an explosive check. Yeah, you do. Unfortunately, still the ones that they sell in New Laszlo are still the standard type.
And that makes sense.
And a lot of them are built so they're not easily tampered with. So yeah, you'll still have to just do a check regardless of what brand you get.
All right. I think to make things just still interesting but not excessive.
Hey, listen. If you want to go excessive, go excessive. It's fine.
I'm gonna go excessive. I want to have a total of 10 of each, which would mean 7 small, 8 medium, and 9 large.
Okay. You'll be clearing out what you've done, buying all these. I'll tell you the price after, but you cleared out Wilkes and half of Cyberworks of their fusion blocks. And when you buy them all, they look at you kind of suspiciously, but, with a charming smile, because you're very, persuasive. You probably assay their fears that you're going to use it to blow up anything important. Self-defense, you understand.
Of course. I'm also going to put this in the communal. Because, like I said, I like the idea of having it just one communal ammo dump, and then we just outfit as we need.
True.
Yeah.
All right. And one more thing for me. I've forgotten this up until this point. I like to recharge my stun grenades.
Okay, easy enough. Charging a stun grenade is similar to charging an eclipse, so 1,000 per grenade.
How many grenades?
3.
3 grenades. All right, done.
Oh, that's right. That was going to be my next thing. Are there any other types of grenades that we might find interesting? I know we had some plasma grenades, and those were nice because we could pretty much lob them at Tom.
Very similar to grenades. Fragmentary, high explosive, plasma, and smoke.
Okay.
Really quickly, how much was the fusion blocks again?
Oh, yeah, here, we'll go with that. Well, let's do that first. So it's 10 of the small ones, right?
7.
So 7, so then that's 7,000, not each, just total.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many of the mediums?
8.
Okay, let me just calculate. 8 times 3,000. That is 20, of course, David. 24,000. 24,000.
And then 9 large.
Okay, 8,000 times 9. The large ones are going to cost you 72,000 credits.
All right.
I know, like, now maybe I didn't give you so much money. Everyone's like, oh, you know, you still have, like, probably, like, quite a bit left still, but...
Oh, yeah, we do.
All right.
So that's 103K, which I will take off.
Okay. And then I'm
grenades,
pretty set, except for like grenades. I do like the idea. We don't need too many other types of grenades because we've got mini rockets and the like. But some grenades might be nice, especially plasma, because like I said, those are so useful synergy-wise because we don't have to worry about hurting Tom with them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are always nice.
Okay, well, plasmas cost 350 credits each.
Oh, wow, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So let's just go grenades.
And I think I have 1,
Probably.
and that's it.
Are they the same stats as mini missiles, or are they
No,
weaker?
no.
Okay.
Less.
No.
5d6 mega damage to a 12-foot area.
Yeah.
All right. So, plasma grenades, 5d6.
Here, I have it for plasma. Just give
I'm
me a sec.
already almost done.
Okay.
Unless yours is prettier than mine. Yours is prettier than
Probably.
mine. Well then, beauty trumps everything else, so we'll do that. They're only 3,500 credits, so we could do like what, 10 of those, and wouldn't even be
350.
350. So we could do 10 of those, and not even that's just 3,500.
Yeah. You can find 10.
Okay.
Awesome. Other than that, I can't think of. Medical equipment, and this is just kind of a quick thing. Would I be able to find anything Al would think would be incredibly useful or cool when it came to treating injuries or healing or something cool for the sick bay or like emergency field medicine kind of things?
Let me go through my items and supplies list and see if I can't find anything here for you. Once I zoom out, oh my god, was I blind when I made this? It's possible I was blind. All right. All right, let's see here. I'm just trying to think. A lot of stuff that you bought over at Perrin's Post. Medical systems. You already have a portable bioscan. I think you have a portable laboratory as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know about the robot medical kits, those little knitters that heal like that knit stitches and whatnot?
I was going
And
to
even
ask.
the internal robot medical surgeons.
I was going to ask that. Do you have to know how to operate, or could I like buy one for Patrick and Tom and just have them carry it with them?
Both of these types, you do not need to have any medical knowledge. You just put it on there. So the robotic medical kits are knitters. They're unique medical kits developed with the mastery of nanotechnology in which half a dozen tiny robots, about the size of a shirt button, are released and automatically seek out cuts to the skin. One sprays the wound with disinfectant, another sprays antibiotics, a third cuts away dead or infected flesh, while the other 3 surgically suture the cut close. And it's equal to a paramedic suturing skill of 90%. It's not effective against internal injury, broken bones, or severe wounds, but it's great for cuts, bruises, bullet, and stab wounds. And then there's the internal robot medical surgeon system, which are like nanobots that flow through your blood system, and that can repair internal damage. A few of those are available in New Lazlo.
Okay, Mila and I have the regular robotic med kit, and I would love to pick one up for Patrick and Tom, just because it's good to have those.
So those are 24,000 credits each.
24,000.
So 48 for each of those.
All right, and then maybe one of the internal, because I assume those are much more expensive.
They're 42,000 credits.
Yeah, so let's go with one of those, and then I'll just carry that with me.
Sure. Here, let me just copy and paste in the group chat the exact name of it, so you guys can easily put it in your group list.
Okay. So that was 48K and 42K?
Yep.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. So 90K, so...
And I think that'll be it, because like you said, I have the laboratory, I have plenty of sleeping and antibiotic, and I'll be using less of them soon. Because I won't have my injector anymore.
Yep. Unless you really want to
I
go
was
down
going to say,
that route again.
unless, and this is, I'm pretty sure nothing like this, well, it probably exists, but I haven't said it. Unless there's some sort of manual injector I can still wear around my wrist.
Patrick, I'm sure, can jury-rig something like that for you.
Well, we'll worry about that
Or a good cyber
later.
doc can figure something
I'm going to
out.
need to cut off one of your fingers.
We'll worry.
We'll clear this game called Assassin's Creed. We might have to do that.
We'll worry about that later. I do have a regular just chemical injector that I can carry with me to do kind of the same thing, just not covertly. Which actually reminds me then, I would also like to pick up, I have plenty of antibiotics.
Okay.
There's paralysis, sleep, and true serum. I know at least one of those I'm not going to find without
The only one you're going to be able to find is sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The other two,
Right.
Someone shady, and
Right.
you might have burnt that bridge.
Might have done that. So can I at least pick up the sleep ones? Because right now antibiotics and sleep would be the biggest.
Sleep 500 credits apiece.
Okay. So then I'll just get. You know what? I'm just gonna get a 5,000 worth, because really I could see myself using that many to heal people or whatnot, which would be 10.
Not send them to sleep and suffocate. Heal.
10,000?
Yeah. No, 5,000. So 10 of them.
Okay. So 5,000.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes. Answer. Maybe.
So, what is everybody's regular body armor? Like, is everybody using Gladiator?
Yes.
Because I just had a thought. What is Patrick using? Is he using Gladiator?
He's using usually the
that's
scale
good.
armor. Isn't it?
Usually, yes, but every once in a while, when magic is not appropriate, I do use a huntsman.
Okay, so you have 2 sets of body armor already. Okay. So my thought is, in the past, helmets have been a problem.
So true.
Why don't I
Go on.
just have us get like 3 extra sets of goddamn Gladiator body armor, just in case?
Sure, that makes sense.
I will say I do have a bit of reserve of my own manual repair
True.
stuff, but that's only like a smidge in comparison to the entire bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but also that also takes time. Whereas, like, if it's a dire situation and we have to immediately go out and one of us doesn't have the body armor, then, you know, we're not dicking around. We have an extra set.
Yeah. So a full set of Gladiator armor will cost 50,000 credits. If you want to just get a helmet, it'll be 10,000 credits.
I'll go whole hog. I'll get 4 of them. So that is 200,000 credits. So
And you have a storage space in your cargo bay for that.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and you actually have a couple extra rooms too.
So there you go.
Ooh, we're decked out.
Woohoo! Yeah, we are.
You are good. I'm glad. I won't feel bad then when I challenge you.
All right, and then I'm gonna.
I can't wait for just and all of your characters die this session.
Will Inferno do that from the beginning?
That is evil.
That would be super evil, but I think I would laugh. Then be angry.
And Inferno, while it's kind of retroactive, I do need to purchase a Tolkien book.
Oh yes, a J.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. Yes, you do.
And I need to pick up my guitar before I forget. The
Okay,
Masterwork guitar.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit can be found. Buying all 4 books will only cost about 75 credits.
Okay.
Whereas a new guitar would probably cost, we mentioned before, we talked about a guy in the farmer's market. He handcrafted them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because they're handcrafted, it's a little bit more expensive. You manage to dicker back and forth, and you get a custom guitar for 1,000 credits.
Okay. And then what I'll do is, Tom, do you have your own guitar or?
Yeah, I bought my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Because I was going to give you mine if you didn't, but you already have yours, so that's fine.
Oh.
I'll just keep it as a spare.
Very
Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm looking for something that would look flashy and something you'd play on stage, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Other than that, I think my shopping's done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else anyone can think of? Because we honestly have 3,810,000 still.
I did one thing I did think of. I know bridges are burned. What could I legally acquire that would help me my locksmithing ability to hack modern locks?
None. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
The new Laszlo is pretty. Yeah, no, it's pretty by the books. It has a very good police force. It has the only other, legally through legal chains. I don't think they would allow, because that's a big security risk, right? And a lot of merchants wouldn't allow that because their own locks have stuff like that.
Right.
I really don't think they'd allow it. It would definitely be black market stuff or a corrupt cop. Either way, yeah.
Let's try talking to Hoyas. I feel like we might be able to get through there. Bum, 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 bum.
What about
hilarious?
protein salve? Is that
Yes.
really useful if I already have a robot medical kit? Because I already have half a tube of it.
Well, yeah, because protein salve is really great for burns.
Okay.
Sure, a robot medical kit can kind of deal with some dead, burnt tissue, but some like second, third, like really bad sunburns, there's nothing those robot medical kits will be able to do.
I have an interesting question. This is most likely not going to be on your list, so this is going to be a GM call.
Okay.
Today, they have special things where you basically, like, for example, I draw out a pint of Tom's blood, and then they run it through a very simple process that dehydrates the blood. And then if Tom is ever missing blood, I have this pack of dehydrated Tom blood. I add saline to it and instant blood transfusion. And it lasts forever.
Okay, tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Future technology definitely would be able to do that. The question is, how common and has that technology been unearthed yet in the world of Rifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. And it is possible that the new Laszlo St. Joseph's Mercy Hospital might have that. I'm going to leave that to a percentile roll.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a 60% chance that they do have it and they're able to part with one. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like you to roll a 1d100, and if you get under 60, then yes. If it's over 60, unfortunately.
Woohoo!
Okay, 43. Yeah, they definitely do have one that you can purchase from them. And we're going to say that will cost about 18,000 credits.
Okay, 18,000 credits. One more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have... Is there any way for me to get at least 1 liter of O-type blood, which is the universal donor type
No,
blood?
they won't part with blood.
Got it.
Sorry. Yeah, they need that.
Makes sense. I mean, it's easy enough because I can just get everyone in the med bay and get theirs, but if I had O-type blood, I could give that to anyone.
Yeah, no, they won't. They're fine selling that older piece of equipment that they didn't quite need, but
Right.
No, if they start selling blood, slippery slope.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, then. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and subtract that 18,000 because Burns in the restroom, and then I really think I'm done. I can't think of anything else.
Good. That wasn't too bad.
All right. So how much was that?
18,000. I'm fixing it now.
already-
No, he's already there. He's already ninja'd me.
Holy crap! He is a ninjutsu master.
He was in the restroom and he beat me.
So that was 18K?
Yeah, 18,000. Which, by the way, Mila, Tom, Al, and everyone else, I'm going to need you to make an appointment at the med bay.
You just talked to yourself in third person?
I think I did.
You get Patrick, that's fine.
Get Patrick.
That's fine. You don't have to. Take my blood.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Everyone, I'm going to need an appointment to draw your blood in sick bay, and then Al can carry around freeze-dried packets of your blood.
Mila would demand a colorful Band-Aid and a lollipop.
Al, knowing Mila, would have these stocked in the med bay.
Mila would be very, very happy for that.
All right.
Yes.
So we're good to continue on. You guys are done your shopping, yeah?
I think so.
I'm good.
Groovy.
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to get on the road.
Sweet, wonderful. One last thing I thought you folks would want to know before you head off to New Laszlo. We'll say very early in the morning. You are informed, mostly through rumors and news reports, that two individuals named Balo Crane and Viso Whisper, both of them were lovers, and they were identified suspects of the drive-by attack in front of Myrna's House of Healing. They were found dead that morning with their throats cut.
Ooh.
The abode that they were staying was clean of any other fingerprints and identifiers, and the police do suspect that it was used as a safe house for the suspects, but no other leads have developed at this time.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm. So, with that, the Endless Storytellers and yourselves depart for the next stop, and the next stop's name is Perrysburg.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
The Kennedy thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so before you go...
You can just tell me the results if you want. Like, I mean, we don't
The
obviously we're not going to
results
just
of the
role
date.
play. Yeah.
No, we're not.
I want to hear the dinner.
No, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it narratively speaking, but we're not gonna fucking role play.
All right.
Damn it.
I think basically the way Al would approach it is that the last few days there he spent as much time as he could in the medical bay because he's not going to be able to after we do this whole switch thing, and the night before everyone heads out and before Al's expecting to do all the body switch and all that, he decides to bite the bullet and ask Kennedy out on a date because he's always respected her. He's never really had time for that kind of thing, and it's not like he's going to get another chance.
Mm-hmm.
So he bites the bullet and asks her if she'd like to join him for dinner.
So you ask her out. So the big question is, I'm gonna have you do a convince check.
Okay.
Not that he doesn't want to, but just for the sake of fucking rolling some dice.
All right.
28
out of
All right.
75. Yeah.
So she accepts, definitely. So where do you take her?
The you know what? The other place seems really hard to get into. So the Painted Lodge was the one we
It's
used
the
to meet.
Painted Lodge.
Yeah. So the Painted Lodge.
Where you used to meet Nathan, and where you also had the party, where all that water was spilled, and Shauna was gonna lose her ass. Not Shauna, but another woman. Anyways.
Right.
All right, you take her there. So you're taking out for dinner. Anything else?
I guess dinner and then just walking through the town and talking and having a good first date talk, spend time together thing.
Okay, fair enough. So you learn a little bit more about her. She's actually from a small town outside of Laszlo named Perez. Kennedy, her father was a battle medic, which is probably one of the reasons why she doesn't get very flustered when it comes to seeing blood, and where she actually learned some of her initial skills. Now, her mother passed away when giving birth to her, but her father raised her as best he could. She was an only child. You also learn that she was constantly hounded by the local youth because of her looks. And it was actually her first big break into work was working for another traveling show where she was pretty much like she was eye candy, for lack of a better word, really. And she didn't like that job very much, though, because she felt very objectified, but she couldn't really do anything because she needed the money. When she came across the Endless Storytellers, and Zoe bought out her contract, in which she was extremely grateful. So, and ever since then, she's been with the Endless Storytellers for about 4 years. And that's about it as far as Miss Kennedy Dodge, as far as her backstory that you really learn.
Mhm.
Of course, you learn other interests like her favorite foods and her tastes in music and all that good, first date stuff. But we won't go into that detail. The question is to you is how much do you disclose of yourself?
I think that despite how cautious and careful he generally is, this is like he's not expecting to be Al tomorrow. So I think he would be very honest about most things. He would say that, he was trained to be he's still going to say a doctor because he's not completely going to be
Insane.
able to. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He was trained to be a doctor by the Coalition. They asked him to do something he simply could not do, so he ran. The Coalition didn't like the idea that they trained him, and then he left. And he'd been on the run for them for a long time, but that he thinks that that's all behind him now. And
Okay.
yeah, basically
Good.
that.
Fair enough. Okay, and for the walk and everything like that, and is that pretty much it for the date then?
Yes,
Monsieur?
except for one last thing that I think
Mhm.
Al would do. He would tell her that he respects her most of all, or more than most, for what she does, and to never stop doing what she does. And I think he would try to kiss her on the cheek and then go.
Oh yeah, she'd let that happen.
And that's it.
Okay. Excellent. All right, well there we go. There's your little date. And
Yeah.
it was awkward, it was fine. We just talked about narratively speaking. So, I can continue then.
Yes.
That was a really, really funny digression, by the way. All right. So the next stop that you're oh wait, is Kriana back yet?
I don't think so.
Oh shit. We should wait just a few minutes for her to get back.
And then
just
Al
because-
walks away until Kriana
and
gets
Al
back.
walks away. She
Into
runs
the sunset.
and she's like, wait.
Oh,
What?
oh no!
You
I did.
dropped
I
it.
was gonna say that Al is sorry he hadn't asked her out before, but that he had to go do something and he didn't know if he'd be coming back to the Endless Storyteller, so he was taking this opportunity now. He would tell her that.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So now that Kriana's back, I'll continue on. So the next stop for the Endless Storytellers is Perrysburg. It is also the second to last stop on this tour, and the journey should take about 6 days. Now, about 3 years ago, the Endless Storytellers would also be stopping in Perrysburg's sister city, known as Monroe. However, political problems have complicated things, and the Storytellers no longer stop at Monroe. Perrysburg and Monroe are, like I mentioned before, sister cities. Both of them are bigger than Innisfail and Perrin's Post, but both of them are also much smaller than New Laszlo in both size, industry, and population. Both are run by non-elected leaders that are born and groomed into power. And Perrysburg's human-dominant population does tolerate DBs. They themselves have a very small DB population. So DB members of the Storytellers won't need to disguise themselves, but they also give you the heads up. And by they, I mean members of the Endless Storytellers and Zoe yourself. Gives you a heads up that don't expect as much open-mindedness or tolerance as New Laszlo shows. Okay? So we're on the road the first day. I have one scene already in mind, but if there's anything in particular you guys would like to do or roleplay, feel free to say so. If not, want me to continue on with the next scene? It's all good.
It depends on the length of time, but I'll probably do this out of session, but Patrick will most likely be testing out the abilities of the new gadgets purchased in New Zoot, excuse me.
Okay.
And in New Zoot, I guess.
All right. Well, which one are you checking out?
I think he would probably be doing the glove first.
The glove first? All right, roll me a lore magic check, please.
Okay.
52. All right.
Let me check exactly how much that
You
is.
succeed by, yeah, that'll be dependent.
I succeed by 7%.
7%. Okay, not enough to, for lack of a better word, unlock or discover everything. You do know it goes by command word. You do know it's definitely techno wizardry, so it's powered by some sort of mystical force. And you do know that it shoots lightning, and the damage that it does is out of character mega damage.
Ooh.
But that's
think
all
I
I know
know
so
the,
far. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if it would actually work, but as a player, I do still remember what he said to.
Yes. Now, you don't know if that's the only command word. There might be, you might get a similar reaction with another word. So, but it is sparked by vocal command by the feel of it. Okay. Groovy?
Yep.
All right. So, anyone else? Anything else you want to put forward before the scene?
I'm good.
No, I would just say Al will take time to start teaching Tom guitar and things like that. Get
Great.
everyone into the sick bay to get their pint of blood.
All right. Take your pound of flesh, huh? All right.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I gotta wet my whistle for this part,
Me
so
too.
I'll be back in a flash.
Oh, good. I need to
Okay.
refresh my drink anyway.
I mean,
Hi,
I also need to
everybody.
go for liquid reasons.
Thanks for coming. It's just me now.
I'm still here.
Okay. This was a fantastic session. Bye.
And we all drowned that day.
And we all drowned by wetting our whistles.
Whistle wetting time.
Yes. 1 sec. I need to blow my nose.
I had such elaborate ways of actually checking out all of the.
Well, we can do that
Athletics.
in between the sessions, no problem. Like we did that last time for your ring.
Mhm.
Might be easier that way.
And it might also expand questions that I might have later.
Yeah, it gives you some time to think about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's plenty of things I would like to test about the necklace.
I can imagine.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You sound so scared. It's
No.
just a voice call. No one's gonna hurt you.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I think we're just waiting
Oh.
for Squee now.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I will ask this since we have a bit of
Yeah,
time.
we have some moments. Yeah.
The magic necklace thing, when I switch it to detect magic items, does it just freaking go nuts?
Yeah,
Because
it depends on the strength of it. Yeah, it's used as a detective advice via vibrations. Yes.
I was wondering, since I'm already it's basically next to magical items already,
Uh-huh.
the
Yep.
necklace, things like that. Would
Yeah.
it just automatically just go off?
Well, this is the thing. This is what we're gonna say. Like, say you're wearing your armor while it's going on, right? If you're wearing it, already have a certain hum to it. We'll call it a baseline hum, right? Or a baseline vibration. If something new gets thrown into the mix, it'll vibrate more, depending on the strength. So you'll be able to detect it beyond your own magical equipment. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because otherwise, you can't wear anything magical, or it's gonna screw with it, right? So we're gonna go with it tunes to what you're already wearing or what you're already using as a baseline. Make sense? And then
Yes.
anything additional just adds to the vibrations, makes it more violent. So you can still use it, as a dowsing rod to detect stuff.
Good.
Cool. Back, Squee?
I am back.
Sweet. All right. So middle of the day. We'll say it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon as the caravan shuffles down south, slightly southeast. Patrick, a familiar voice rings inside your head. Mortal, I have found some subjects for our agreement. I would like to come and show you what or perhaps whom I have collected. I hope now is a convenient time.
Are we moving in the behemoth?
Yes.
All right.
Right now in the behemoth, of course, you have your party. Pamel is up in the pool. Lee is eating in the dining room. And Alicia is in her room, cleaning her weapon.
I will hand this off to the one called Al, and
One called Al. Okay. Tyra, I'm giving you the one called Al. Okay.
Al would feel honored somehow.
Sorry. Keep going.
and I'm going to be venturing over to Lee to inform him of the situation.
Okay. What do you say to Lee?
So he'd probably be sitting and eating, right?
Yep.
So I'll go over to Lee and sit down next to him and try to get his attention without words.
He looks up and notices you and goes, "Yeah."
So
Okay.
we might be getting a visitor fairly soon. It's a lizard mage, so don't be alarmed.
He pauses for a moment. He thinks. He goes, "Wait, so like a lizard who can cast magic?"
Yes and no. It's how to explain this? Basically, is a lizard like it's sort of humanoid lizard, does a lot of magic stuff.
Okay.
Let's see if I don't. Should I
Are we
even
gonna
roll
have...
to?
No. It's okay. It's fine. Explain it how you do.
I was gonna see if I actually had like a book or something like that.
You probably have
Probably.
your own notes.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna have to explain it like that.
Fair enough. He'll just be like, "Oh, okay. I have to say, I've heard of weirder stuff. That's fine. It's not gonna freak me out. But are we gonna stop off and pick him up? We're kind of on one
He's-
route and we're moving."
He's coming here. He
Okay.
can, I think, tear open the reality of time and space and just get here.
Yeah. Okay, Patrick. Sure, he says as he rolls his eyes and takes a drink of his flask.
All right. His name is Tyrath.
Uh-huh.
Please be kind to him.
Okay.
Don't get alarmed.
Lee pauses for a moment. He says, "Patrick, does Tyra tell you to do anything?"
You know, he
Yes.
did actually request something.
Oh, what did he request?
Well, he did try to make us find a changeling in the last town.
Really?
Yeah.
And you say you don't drink.
No.
Okay.
I love the just straight answer. No.
All right. Well, does he need my room or anything like that? Lee says, still in a jocular tone, not really buying what you're saying at this point.
I hope not. Actually no, that'd be really neat if he would stay. Kind of. I think he's too busy for that.
Lee gives you a sideways glance and goes back to his meal.
Can I say, meanwhile, Al back in the cockpit holding the
Yeah.
stone he has no idea how to use is looking at it and kind of talking to it going, "Hello,
Yes,
Mr.
mortal.
Tyra, sir?
Yes, I will be arriving very soon. I think it's best if you prepare yourself.
Yes, sir. And then like Al, like not knowing what else to do, like puts it on the console and like does the thing where like he puts it down, he moves his hands away and puts it back. Like, is this good? Should I just leave it? Okay. And then pats it and then starts going to get prepared.
Fair enough.
He has no
Okay.
idea what to do with this thing.
And Patrick will be coming back in to take it. Like nothing happened.
Patrick, as you go in to take it, Burn, Mila, where would you be at this point, do you think?
Mila's
I-
following someone around. I don't know who at this point. Depends on, I guess, what Burns doing.
I'm in my room playing guitar.
Okay, she's probably
Ah.
sitting there, like, talking to you while you're just focusing on your guitar playing.
Okay.
Mila, I'm trying to.
And then I went up in the tree again.
Okay.
That's nice, Mila. I need to.
Al would come knock on the door and stick his head and say, Tyrath's on his way.
And at that point, the air turns electric as the hairs on the backs of your necks and your arms start to raise due to the vibrant activity through the air, as you hear a small flash noise. As sure enough, you hear a thump coming from the front of the behemoth by the dining room itself. And as you all go to investigate, you see Tyrath standing once again atop your table with two bodies astride him, laying on the table itself. One body's arm is hanging off the edge. And directly in front of this display is Lee with his mouth agape, food running from it as he stares up the huge, strong legs of this dragon mage. Sorry, lizard mage. Dragon-like features, but a lizard mage.
Al would stick his head back into Tom's room and say, what I mean to say is, he's here.
Okay.
Now, give me a second here. At this point, Lee is speechless as Tyrath's reptilian eyes survey the room carefully as it lands on you as you all start to enter the room. And the bodies that are next to him are that of a elf and a human that look like so. They are both unconscious, eyes closed, unmoving, although sometimes you see deep breaths rising and falling from their chests. They are fully clothed at this point, and they don't look like they have been harmed. There's no physical wounds or any such scarring. And at that point, Lee kind of takes a step back, looks to his flask, looks to the lizard mage who's kind of between him and his flask, and he says to the group, "Holy shit, Patrick. I thought you were just pulling my arm."
But I was just talking with you.
Tyrath lowers his long serpentine-like neck to look at Lee, takes a sniff, and he goes, "I do not know this mortal. Is he a friend or foe of you?"
Al would say, he's a friend and a teacher, actually. And Al sounds kind of surprised he's saying it.
At this point, Lee scampers behind the rest of the group, behind Mila, more specifically, as he watches from now on silently and unblinkingly, surprised. But Tyrath continues. Oh, give me a moment here, because I have something I need to call up. I'm breaking our immersion. I'm the worst.
Oh no!
There we
Who
go.
needs to be immersed when you have alcohol? No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I lied.
All right. So Tyrath gestures to... Oh, just a second. I got something going on here. Oh, okay. All right. So at this point, Tyrath gestures his clawed hands to the bodies upon the table as he steps down from the piece of furniture and hits the ground with a thud. And he says, I have found a few other mortals that I feel will suit your purposes. I was wondering if you would like to confirm that these beings suit your requirements, both physically speaking and morally. If you like, I have gathered some rudimentary information about them. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
This one, he says, as he points over to the human male with the reddish brown hair, says, I had found across the great ocean of this realm in a place called the New German Republic. The locals called a lust mord, which means he reveled in the pleasures of death. He was known to rape and torture and kill, and although his sexual needs were fulfilled, it was more a deeper emotional torment that he found truly arousing. Probing into his mind, I found that his victims were mostly very homeless or vulnerable, both men, women, and children, about 23 in total. Would you feel horrible if he were to perish?
Al's face looks
No.
horrified, and he goes, I would not?
Excellent, Tyras says with a small reptilian smile as he heads over to the next unconscious individual, this one whose hand is draped over the table. The elven male. This one is known as Obrindane. He is not from this realm. As you can tell, I found humanoid features, but slight differences in physiology. He is known as elf kind. Well known to me. I do not think the transference from human to elven, biologically speaking, should be all that different. He, however, was not a typical elf, regardless of what realm he may have tread upon. He was a hunter and a devourer of sentient creatures. He would hunt those whom he thought were the most dangerous foes out there, creatures like himself. He is a cannibal and enjoyed the taste of elven, human, dwarven, and other flesh of countless sentient creatures.
Wow.
I take it by your reaction you are significantly disgusted by his actions as well.
You could say that, yes.
Would you feel uncomfortable if I were to end his existence as well?
Al thinks about it for a while, and then he says, well, I had imagined transferring into a human, but no, I don't think I would mind.
Very well. I still need to take these individuals and make preparations, some final tests. I would not want any complications. Time for me is endless and all going, but for you it may be the equivalent of 1 or 2 more rotations of your sun upon its axis. I trust you can wait that long, yes?
Al would nod.
Good. Then I will contact you, and soon this... And he picks up the elf's arm and then drops it as it falls flat, hangs once again over the table, limp, as he says, "This will soon be your new flesh." And he, with another little smile, he looks around one last time. And with that, another crackle of brilliant blue light. He and his 2 unconscious captives are gone.
Al would lean back, not really, still kind of looking at where Tyrath was, and he'd go, Lee?
Yeah.
Remember when I told you you'd be teaching a friend of mine magic?
Please don't tell me one of those unconscious people were your friends.
No. But I wasn't entirely honest. You're going to be teaching me
Him.
magic.
Yeah, those are our new bodies.
Mila's just standing there, wide-eyed, shaking.
Mm-hmm. Lee, too, his hands are shaking as he goes over to the table and reaches for his flask. He doesn't have any questions at the moment.
Can I hug Mila?
Mila pushes you away.
So no.
I'll just go back to my room then.
Whereas, Lee just says, "I never thought I'd meet. He is clearly powerful. How did you meet him? How did you even know him?"
I had one of his belongings. That's the word.
Okay. So why are you switching bodies?
Well, that's a bit of a longer story, and then Al will sit down.
Uh-huh.
Tom and I are wanted by the Coalition. And they are continuously hunting us, and it's the type of wanting that they won't stop until they have our dead bodies. So, we intend to give them our dead bodies.
And then you hope they're gonna leave you alone?
Well, that would be the idea. Yes, we get Tyrath to transfer our essence into the new bodies, give them our dead bodies, and considering that they really are our dead bodies, realistically, they should be satisfied. There shouldn't be any idea, because... And Al kind of pauses. This kind of thing doesn't cross many people's minds as an option.
No, I can't say it would. Lee pauses for a moment. He says, "What did this guy want in return?"
Oh, I told you that before. The location of a changeling.
So you told him where a changeling was, and now he's going to switch your bodies for you.
Well, I also did give him back his belongings, so I guess that might be also part of the addition.
Listen, I don't know what or who this guy is. That's fine, right? But I've been around the universe a few times, and I do know beings that powerful don't typically get that powerful by being benevolent. Do you trust him to do what he says?
Let's say that I trust him more than I like my prospects of outrunning the Coalition forever.
Lee pauses for a long while, and he finally says, If you die, I want double to teach him. And he points over to Patrick. So 10,000 a week.
Al kind of looks at Patrick. He's like, if I die, it's not my choice. He doesn't laugh when he says it. He's actually
He
rather
looks
honest.
between you
Yeah.
and Patrick.
What do you mean if he dies? You mean like?
I mean, if this lizard mage kills him during this mind transference prospect, or captures him, or doesn't do what he says and gets violent, if shit goes wrong, because he kind of gives a bit of a glassy smile. Shit goes wrong all the time. Trust me, I know.
Patrick kind of looks in the air like, true. If the transfer, I'll even put this. If Al's essence doesn't get transferred and his essence is no more, then yeah, I would probably double the price.
Okay.
Al would say you could take it out of my share. It's not like I would need it.
Wait, your share of what? Lee asks.
Our funds are communal.
Okay. So you mean I could have your share?
No, I'm saying that the extra money to pay you could come out of my share.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you going to do with the rest of it? He asks. You're going to be dead.
Al picks up a piece of food on the table and pops it in his mouth and says, well, that's not your concern, is it?
I guess not. And don't say I didn't warn you, he said, as he now seems to be a lot more composed from the initial shock of the lizard mage. It seems to be his regular, Lee-like self. As he goes back and he washes his plate of his food, he lost his appetite, and takes another hearty swig of his flask before going to the kitchen area where there is a certain alcoholic supply that he brought on board to refill said flask. I'm thinking maybe I start, since I know both of you are I'm actually going to be teaching, maybe I will start tomorrow. How's that sound?
Al says, if you're up for it, I think that's perfect.
Okay. Do you guys want to continue the scene at all? I'm done wrapping it up.
I'm done, yeah.
Okay.
I think
fair enough.
Mila would just be staring at Al the entire time.
Okay, fair
maybe
enough.
I'm not done.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Patrick.
I'm gonna be with Lee and just and actually question is like, you've never heard of a lizard mage? You've been
Tilly?
around for so different places.
He's like, yeah, but I haven't been to all the places. I could live a million lifetimes and not be to all the places.
True.
So he just gives a shrug. So, there you go.
Patrick is still gonna be like, he will stop being in a conversation with Lee, but he's just gonna be thinking for a while. That's about it.
I guess Al, noticing Mila's just looking at him, Al would say, Mila,
Al?
would you like to sit down? And he would motion to a chair.
She shakes her head. She's still looking at you, though. She does not look happy.
What's wrong?
You said that he was gonna make the bodies.
Yes, I did.
You said that he was gonna make them, but those were bad people.
It is impossible for him to make a body from scratch.
So you lied to me?
Yes, I did. I was worried for your feelings, and I made a mistake.
She stares a bit longer and then turns to leave.
And then Mila, I'm sorry.
She walks out.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Dun,
Oh
dun,
yeah.
dun.
Drama.
Drama. Good. Wonderful. Good stuff. I don't want to break this up. I have another scene, but that isn't until later in the evening. So if you guys want to engage in anything beforehand, please let me know.
Like self-flogging? Maybe.
Self-longing?
Flogging.
Oh, flogging. Oh, don't flallagate yourself. That's just weird.
Al's gonna feel really, really bad.
As well he should.
Yes, as well he should.
It's the line.
No judgments by God, but seriously, dude. You fucking lied to her.
Yep.
Oh, shit, unbiased. Yeah, right. Okay. I can move on with the next scene if you guys can't think of anything right now, just to, keep things going ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So